Have you ever heard the saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? I think that applies to what I'm going to talk about today. Now, I don't have the audacity to think that I'm the teacher in this scenario. I don't know much about anything, but I feel like I saw a parallel today that just caught my attention, and I wanted to see if the same thing jumps out to you guys when I tell you a little story about a fish in my aquarium. And this probably seems like I'm just talking about nothing, but I think by the end I'll make a point that's worth hearing. We'll see. So, one of my big hobbies, something I just love to do, is maintain my aquariums. I'm big into fish keeping. I've got multiple aquariums and a lot of fish. And they bring me a lot of joy. Setting up an environment that's suitable for them, feeding them, caring for them, watching them, observing, making sure that there's no, bullying happening in the tank, and that everything that it's a suitable environment for them. I love to feed the fish and then just watch them. And they interact in unpredictable ways. A fish that I might think is peaceful is attacking a fish that I thought was aggressive. One fish is supposed to get big, but it's staying small, and another one's growing. I can't predict what these fish will do, and it's just so fun to watch them because they're in their own environment. They're mostly not bothered by what I do. They're just being fish. And today I had a little bit of a problem in that a few days ago, one of these fish that had recently been added to the aquarium had kind of a white fuzz on it, spots, and like this stringy fuzz on the fish. I said, that's a sick fish. And I netted that fish out. It was kind of hard to catch, but I caught it. It was kind of just hanging over in the corner. I caught that fish, and I put it in another tank, and I put medicine in that tank to try to heal the fish, because I want what's best for that fish, and I don't want it to die. And so I've got it in a medicated tank over there. I thought, whatever was on that fish, whatever was afflicting that fish is probably something that could hurt the other fish. So yesterday, I separated that fish out. I quarantined it, I medicated it, I'm watching it. Today, I'm checking in and seeing how the rest of the fish are doing. And I see a second fish that has that same problem. And I'm worried about that fish's health now. I want to do whatever I can to help that fish. So, I get a net. I actually get 2 nets. And if you've ever kept fish, you'll understand what I'm about to tell you. Is that this is 3 feet from the lid, or almost 3 feet, down to the bottom. It's 2 feet deep, 6 feet wide. It's got these decorations in it that are hard to get out. And the fish are just happy and healthy and swimming around in there, except for the one that has something wrong with it. And I want to take that fish out of the aquarium, but that fish doesn't understand what's happening. The fish has no reason to trust that net coming in is looking out for the best interest of the fish. And so I'm trying to catch it, and I can barely reach in there, and the fish hides. And I move the decoration and chase it, kind of try to catch the fish, and it swims away. Then I come in with a second net, and I can barely reach. I'm getting way down in there, and I'm digging around, and this goes on for 20 minutes. I've got an opening here, and here, and here, where I can try to catch this fish. And so I'm trying to catch the fish, and every time I try to catch it, mind you, I'm trying to save this fish's life. But the fish is a fish. How would it know that? How would it know that being caught in my net is good for it? How does it know I'm not going to barbecue it, fillet it and grill it? So the fish has no reason to trust me. It doesn't understand what's happening outside of the water. And so I fight for half an hour trying to catch this fish, and I'm starting to really get frustrated. I keep moving the decorations. Every fish in there is now freaked out and scared, and it's pretty much makes a mess of your aquarium when you try to catch a fish like that. And I start to get angry. I start to like blame the fish for making it so hard. Why can't you just swim into my net? And I can see it right there. There's a blue one. And he's just got white on him. He's still in there. I haven't been able to catch him. He's just hanging out in the middle like, hey, you could grab me with the net. Well, I can't. I can't catch him. And I was getting angry with the fish, and I thinking, can't you see that I'm trying to save you? And I think about my own life and all the messes I find myself in, all the times when I've done the wrong thing and caused myself a lot of grief and heartache, and thought that maybe sometimes I'm running away from a net that's trying to save me, and just wondered if maybe sometimes we can't see outside of the water. Yesterday was a profound day in America. We had a presidential election. And if you guys can guess, if you want, which political party I would vote for. But what I've seen today is a crazy amount of people screaming into the night. Just crying and just desperate and telling us that they're afraid of what? I don't understand. I don't know. I can't understand. And it makes me think about the political discourse that we have in the country that is so divisive, when the majority of people who have a left-leaning political opinion and a right-leaning political opinion are this far apart from each other. And this group of people defines this group of people as being over here. And this group of people define people in this group as being over here. When really, there are people over here, extremist. There are people over here, extremist. But most of us are mostly the same, and we mostly want the same things, and we care about the same things, and we agree on the same things, and we let a couple things we don't know and don't understand make us fear and hate the people in the other group. So I think what's important today is that we try to see each other as more alike than we are different, and love each other and respect each other, and realize that everything we see and everything we're upset and stressed and scared about is just what's in the water. And we don't know what the intentions are of the net. But it's not always there to fillet you. So, a little bit of a different video, but when I feel like I have something to say, I just say it. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.